everyone. Today I'm going to go over some of my favorites from the past year, and I'm going to break these up into 3 different videos. Today I'm going to do face product favorites, and then I'm going to do eye product favorites, and then the last one is going to be kind of a combination of things that I think are too small to be their own videos. So I think it's going to be lip products, perfume, nail polish, skincare, that kind of stuff. And the first product that I have is my favorite foundation for the year, and this one, you can probably tell once I show it to you, has gotten a lot of love. And I think that this is discontinued, so kind of sad, but at the same time too, like, I get to discover a bunch of new products. I've seen tons of them are already hitting shelves, so kind of a bittersweet moment with that. So this is the Revlon Nearly Naked makeup. And the color that I have this in is in 150 Nude, and I'm sure it kind of looks, to the back of my hand it looks kind of pale, but to the front of my hand it looks perfect. My skin is kind of weird. Most of my skin is kind of an olivey, yellow toned, and then my face, I'll have to show you in a video when I don't have makeup on to correct it, but my face is very pink and pale. So, in the interest of making my body look more uniform, this is the best shade for me, this kind of family. But I really like this foundation. It's very comfortable, and for something that said to be nearly naked, I was a little afraid it'd be very light coverage, but it's quite a nice medium coverage. It makes my face look very natural. It doesn't look too perfect, if you know what I mean. Like, I can still... It looks like my skin, but better. So that's my favorite about this one. The only gripe that I have about this that I think is also going to be nice to try out other foundations is it doesn't have a pump. So as you can see the cap here, it's all gross and disgusting. But definitely a good one. It applies well with hands, brush, or beauty blender. So it works perfect for everything. It's really no muss, no fuss. My favorite primer for this year is the Maybelline Baby Skin. And I think I mentioned in a previous favorites that this doesn't say it's a primer, but for me it works best as a primer. And the other thing too is, for this one, I don't put it on and then put my foundation on right away. I wait and let it sink into my skin, and I think that's the best way to get the full effect out of any primer. But this one I really like. It's so inexpensive too, I'll probably just keep continuing to buy it, so I really like it. For concealer, I have 2 different kinds of concealers. One is for blemishes or any discolorations, and then the other one specifically for dark circles. I don't really have a lot of dark circles, but some days I do have a little bit of discoloration under my eyes, or my veins are a little more apparent on days that I haven't got as much sleep. So with that in mind, the first one for kind of all over correcting is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio, and I got it in the color light medium. And when this first came out, I was hearing a lot of people compare it to the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I actually do own that concealer, and I think that the effect is very similar, but the product itself is different. This is definitely more of a creamier consistency, whereas the Pro Longwear is a lot more liquidy. I do like, however, as opposed to the Pro Longwear concealer, that this nozzle, you get a lot more control over how much you dispense. The Pro Longwear has a pump that it'll just dispense out a pre-selected amount. And I use both interchangeably. However, I think this one would be something that I would repurchase simply because you get all this product, you have more control. It's definitely very workable, blendable, and I feel like the effect is very similar. So I think I'm going to stick with this one, and it was definitely my favorite this year. I reached towards it anytime I had something that I was just like, this has got to be covered. I do not want to go out looking like this today. And then my dark circle under eye concealer is the NYX Dark Circle Corrector Concealer. And the color that I picked it up in is light pale. And it's kind of this like salmon-y looking color. It works really well for me. It's very creamy, blends in pretty nicely, and doesn't like stick out under my eyes. I've never had an instance where I feel like it's heavy or makes my eyes look worse, so I really like this one. And the other thing too, I bought another under eye concealer to try to work with. The method of dispensing this is a lot better than the other one I picked up. I had to like press a sponge under my eye and I didn't feel like any product was coming out. This one with the jar, it's pretty easy to pick up and to control how much product you want to use and put exactly where you want it to go. So, definitely a good one. My powder favorite for this year was also a product that just came out this year, like the Master Conceal. And you can probably tell when you see it, it's gotten a lot of love. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Concealer. And this is in the color Classic Ivory. As you can see, I've pretty much hit pan on it. This is a really nice, heavier coverage powder than any of the other powders I've been using. It does help my face look perfect, keep me matte, keep my oil under control. And it's just, I really like it. It makes any imperfection on my face look blurred along with the concealer and the foundation. It's just another step of assurance for me, and I really like it. So for blush, I have two favorites, one powder product and one cream product. The powder product is one that I just recently discovered, and I should probably do like a YouTube made me buy it video, because this is one I saw on Crystal 007's video, and I just was so intrigued. The price point was perfect for me, and it's the Makeup Revolution London The Matte Blush, and the color I got this in is in Dare, and you just get this huge blush. I think this was maybe like $5, and it's incredibly pigmented. That was like a very light swipe. It's a beautiful like Barbie pink. However, on my skin it doesn't look too crazy. I go in with the Real Techniques blush brush and just tap a little on my cheeks. It's a nice, like healthy, girly glow. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to try other products from this brand. I actually have another favorite in this video from this brand. I only picked up face products the one time I tried them out, but I love the quality and the price point. I think it's definitely something that's underlooked, and I haven't really heard a lot of aside from her channel, so I should have had a makeup wipe. The next product that I have here too is the cream product. And I use this one a lot more in the summer, but I also use it to during the winter just to set a bit of a base for my blush, and then I'll top it with a powder blush, especially to where I live. It's really windy. If you don't prepare your face, the wind is just going to rip it right off. So this is the Maybelline New York Master Glaze Face Studio Blush Stick. This one might have been new last year. But I will definitely say this whole master line that Maybelline's coming out with so far, I really like. So I think that's pretty good, especially coming from the drugstore, that you are just getting these amazing quality products. So this is in the color Coral Sheen, and what I normally do is I'll take 2 fingers, rub it on here a little, get some product, and I'll just tap it on my cheeks. This is a really nice color, and I have quite a few blushes that are essentially very similar to this color in powder form. So I think it works great, and it just helps keep that longevity there. I have kind of a similar thing, one cream product and one powder product. The powder product I'm going to start with is, again, from Makeup Revolution London. This is the other product that I picked up. And this is the Vivid Baked Highlighter. And this is in the color Peach Lights. And, whoopsies. I think that this is just a beautiful highlighter. You can see on my finger there. It kind of reminds me of High Beam or Benefit What's Up. It's very pretty, shimmery, catches the light just perfectly. And again, this one was inexpensive. I think it's really great for my skin tone, especially since I have that inherently pinky face. It doesn't emphasize the pinkiness, but it does play very well with it. So I do really like this. I believe they had like 3 colors. So I'd probably go back for another one, especially like they're so inexpensive and I love the quality. And then the one that I kind of alluded to in my comparisons from the previous product, this is the Benefit What's Up. This is the Sephora Beauty Insider birthday gift size from a couple years ago. And I just love this thing. The stick application is so easy to use. Just, you know, draw it a little everywhere you need it. It blends in beautifully. And as you can see, this one's probably a little more golden than the Peach Light, but you still get that same subtle shimmery effect. Sometimes too, when we're talking about product layering, I'll put this on first and then put the Vivid highlight on top. It'll look very beautiful together, almost like creating a new color of highlight. And then my last face product favorite for the year was the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. It's the waterproof bronzing powder. This is in the color Sunlight, and I really like how it's matte. It's not too orangey. It's more towards like a medium brown, and especially too with my lack of exposure to the sun lately, it works out really nicely because I'm getting very, very fair. And I've used this several different ways. I've done contouring, I've done just trying to match up my face a little more with the rest of my body, just kind of like all over dusting in the summer when I did have some color. It's just very easy to use, very inexpensive. I think it's a great product. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'm sorry about the lighting today. It's like snow fogging. I don't know. Whatever. But stay tuned. I'll have the rest of the favorites for last year on the way. Thanks. Bye.